The heavy machinery involved in the construction of a high-rise apartment in Kilimani here in Nairobi has been silenced following a directive from the National Environmental Management Authority. This action comes following complaints from residents who have accused the developer of causing noise pollution and health risks. In response, the developer, Alina Valley Company Limited, has scoffed at NEMA's directive, threatening legal action over the setback, noting that he obtained all the necessary approvals to proceed with the construction. NTV's Laban Shaban with the latest.
It's a Saturday morning in Kilimani, Nairobi. The once peaceful middle-class neighborhood is now becoming a battleground. Those who have called this area home for decades are no longer at ease. The relentless noise of heavy machinery at work is impossible to ignore. The serene enclave is rapidly transforming into a skyline of towering apartments. Residents, shaken and angry, say their sanctuary is being torn apart. They describe the construction boom as a brutal desecration, a quiet assault to the peace and comfort they've cherished for years. The anger in Kilimani is palpable, especially along Likoni Lane, off Dennis Pritt Road, where residents claim the constant construction noise has become unbearable. At the heart of the unrest is a proposed high-rise apartment being built by Alina Valley Company Limited. The noise, they say, far exceeds permissible limits.
The eco-terrorism must end from these developers here. We are not against developments. We want them to comply with the law.
Occupational noise survey report at the Likoni Lane construction site, conducted by the Directorate of Occupational Safety and Health Services, dated 9th January 2025, documented noise levels during routine activities at the workplace. The survey report showed significant noise. Sound levels indicated as either above or below the threshold limit value, but still high, associated with a number of processes in the production operations. The contractor was advised to enhance the hearing conservation program. However, the real point of contention is the noise transmitted outside the site. The Noise Prevention and Control Rules 2005 require that noise transmitted outside the workplace shall not exceed 55 decibels during the day and 45 decibels during the night. We used an app to measure the noise levels indication over 90 decibels on the rooftop of an adjacent building.
This construction is right next door to me. Kilimani really is becoming a mess. And this is an example of what it is.
Sometimes they work till 6 in the evening. I mean, you come home from work and you need that peace and quiet, but it's just not there.
But the issues go beyond just the noise. Residents are accusing the developers of using dangerous chemicals in the excavation.
And there's that hideous smell. I don't know what it is, that smell, and it's like, it really affects us. Like right now, I've got a really bad sore throat.
The air quality measurement report by the Directorate of Occupational Safety and Health Services, dated 9th January 2025, sent to NTV by the National Environment Management Authority and the accused developer, states that the gases emitted during the constructions are within the acceptable limits. The report mentions substances like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and sulfur dioxide, which it says are below the hazardous level set for the workers and the residents. However, the residents report symptoms that mirror those caused by exposure to these substances.
We have people who are wheezing. We have people who are complaining that their skin is burning. We have children. Your eyes tear every day.
The residents say their pleas for help have been ignored. They point to the National Environment Management Authority, the Nairobi City County, and the National Construction Authority, each of which is responsible for oversight as contributing to the growing chaos. However, Nairobi's Chief Officer for Environment, Geoffrey Musiria, denied receiving any complaint from the residents.
You know, excavation has to produce some noise, some vibrations. We cannot run away from that. But if they work beyond the required hours, there we have to act as a government.
On January 7th, 2025, a letter marked urgent was sent to NEMA's Director General Mamo Boru Mamo. The letter, written by residents lawyer Julie Soweto of Soweto and Company Advocates, protested the use of alleged toxic chemicals during excavation at 2 a.m. The overpowering odor of ammonia gas was not only unbearable, but also posed immediate health risks. Some residents, especially those living in close proximity to the construction site, reported symptoms like uncontrollable wheezing, sneezing, coughing, shortness of breath, and stinging eyes. The letter read in part,
What kind of impunity is that?
What is NEMA doing? What is City Council doing? What is everybody doing in terms of environment?
On Wednesday, the authority issued a press release ordering the immediate closure of the construction site until further notice to allow for investigation. Halina Valley Company, through their lawyers Brian Otieno and Company Advocates, claimed that all the necessary statutory approvals and licenses were obtained from Nairobi City County, NEMA, the Water Resources Authority, and other relevant state departments. In their official response, the lawyers stated that, and I quote, the report by the Directorate of Occupational Safety and Health Services confirmed that the work exposure limits were not exceeded during the day of the survey. Our client will continue to enforce good industrial hygiene standards to reduce exposure levels to the lowest possible levels. End of quote. The move by NEMA to silence the heavy machinery frustrated the site manager, Lucas Yu, who accused the state agency of stalling their construction progress, despite having given the developer the go-ahead to proceed with excavation. As the skyscrapers penetrate the atmosphere, causing pandemonium in the city, 3 cases are alive in court, with the residents saying the wheels of justice are turning slowly. That notwithstanding, they divulge they are looking with hope to the horizon. Laban Shaban, NTV, Nairobi.